right, what is up, traders? Welcome back to another stream. I hope everybody's doing good tonight. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Let's look at some markets. Let the gang get in here. Who we got? What's good, Night? Welcome in. All right. We had NQ. We had Asia open right here. We have NQ trying to break through 765 after what was an initially really strong move to the upside, broke above the VWAP. I don't know if we had news on that, but yeah, markets are up now. Markets are up, prices above VWAP. We're seeing some strength on the buy side. And this looks good. I mean, this looks really good. Next high. I don't really think we face any issues until we get above 807, but yeah, I like it. I like the support we're coming off of. I like the potential to break above this high at 810. We're seeing a lot of strength. So we'll see what happens. What's good, Sanka? How's it going? One trade a day for 30 days. It's a good idea, man. It's a good idea. Definitely a good idea. I'm back. What's good? Cozy, welcome back. So we're 1 minute into the Asia Open. You know, we're looking at a window where we're going to see a surge of volume and an increase in trading activity in the short term. So when we're looking for breakout trades, I really prefer to look at them, you know, at the New York session open or at the Asia session open, because that's when we have, you know, volume on our side, and that increases the probability for breakouts like this. So we're seeing an attempt to break through this high at 802. Now there's going to be an opportunity here as price retraces, right, after testing that resistance level, for buyers to step back in. So if we want to try to play a breakout trade, we can try to start building a position around this 770, 780 level. Put in a bid at 764 to get picked up 10 micros long. See if we get picked up. We're seeing about a 40-point retracement off of the high. And the trade setup, or the idea, is just to look for buying continuation through that structure. We came up, tested it. I'm trying to get picked up on the retracement and get in with strong buyers through this level to the upside. So I'm picked in. I'm picked up now 10 micros. I'm in at 764, 10 micros. I'm going to have my stop just under 735. That's beneath the momentum candle that tested that structure initially. And we'll see if we can catch this breakout trade. Had a nice strong momentum candle come up, test that structure, retrace. I got picked up on that, and we'll see if we can get that move. Got about 30 points above us. We'll see if we can catch it. We will see. So the idea with the stop loss in this situation is if this 5-minute candle fails to stay green and we see it flip red, breaking the price in which we saw the strong buying momentum come into the market, then that would kind of invalidate this trade. It's a good way to keep the stop tight. We're at the bottom of this momentum candle, so it's pretty tight risk or for a pretty great reward. Stops at 736. Just barely not getting stopped out of this trade right now. All right, so I got stopped out there. We saw a strong 5-minute candle push and test this structure to the upside. There's a lot of strength there. And then it left a wick and it failed to sustain any of that buying price action. I like the trade setup, but that one's just unfortunately a loser for like $600. That's a tough one. I like that one though. That was a good trade setup, but got smoked on it. I'd be open to trying it again, but why does it always have to be 1 point where I get stopped out by 1 point? 1 point, chat. 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. You're killing me. 1 fucking point. 1 point. Stop out 36. Bottom of this candle, literally maybe even a tick. Shit's unbelievable, man. I swear to you. Let's see. Okay, so we got stopped out at 736. So, I mean, literally the very bottom. I mean, that's fucking crazy. Literally the very bottom of that fucking candle. Ah, buddy. What can you do about that? I mean, stop loss was literally the exact bottom. And now we're catching the breakout. This is frustrating as shit. I don't know what to say about that. Nuances. The nuances of trading are killing me recently. Just the little minor things that you can't really control, but they still affect the outcome. Shouldn't have put a stop, to be honest. Low key manual stop right there is a good idea. I don't know. I don't hate the idea of not having a stop right there, to be completely honest. I usually don't rock a stop. I usually just manually get out. Maybe if we saw this flip and then actually saw like a strong selling reaction, maybe that's a good time to get out. But yeah, that's unbelievable. It's fucking unbelievable, man. Unfucking believable. I don't know. I don't know. What's good, Ricky? Okay. For anybody just joining the stream, I just got stopped out by the absolute tick. So that's what's happening to me so far tonight. Nothing new. We tried to get long on this breakout, break to the upside, tested that prior structure that we saw right out of the open. And got a nice healthy retracement. I'd like to get long on it. So we picked up a couple at 764. Stop loss was right here at 736. And I mean, that's actually the exact bottom that I got stopped. You see 736. I don't know. That's frustrating. Crazy, right? Crazy. I had a margin for error for a few points. Yeah, I don't know what I could have really done differently. I don't know. Maybe just manually stop out. Oh, that's a 100-point move back up, though. Gold's on the move up. Crude is catching a nice bid here. I'm wondering with the strength on NQ and gold if we see crude continue to sell off. I don't know. This is actually a horrible start to the stream, missing that move. So we're 100 points from my stop. It was a 30-point stop loss. We're now trading 100 points higher. So I mean, the idea of it was solid. It was a 1-to-3 trade, but just didn't work out that way. Yeah, manual exits, man. Manual exits aren't as bad. I mean, as long as you're able to emotionally like actually exit the trade, I don't hate them. I don't hate manual stops. I really don't. I really don't. Especially if you've got a good read on price action and you kind of know what you're looking for. I don't hate manual stops. That's crazy though. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. So right idea about the trade, got stopped out at the exact bottom of that new 5-minute candle. The stop was just a little too tight. It was just a little too tight. I probably should have had it resting beneath this structure that formed after that, initial momentum candle through the VWAP. That probably would have been better stop loss placement. It's 10 points lower, and it would have saved me the hassle of watching this market rip 120 points off the low. So that's tough. Tough loss. Tough ass loss. With manual exits, you can sometimes lose more than you wanted. I mean, you can, but whenever you start talking like that, I immediately go to thinking about a news candle or something like that. And I think if that's the case, you're probably not going to get a good exit anyways. So I don't know. Yo, what's good, Ivan? Market's ripping. Did we have news? Does anybody know? I'm assuming nobody really. I don't think we had news, but that first 100-point move, I don't know if we had news on it or not. Well, I really liked the trade we took, but it just didn't work. My stop was the exact bottom. Buyers look exhausted, do they? They look strong to me. Bouncing off an hourly demand zone here, or support, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, it's some structure that we had from last week on Friday. Bouncing off that level. So short term, we could see some buyers kind of sustain a rally here, develop a rally, or develop a trend a bit to the upside. But we'll see. I don't know. I feel like we've seen this story a couple times where we get some buying out of the Asia Open, and then it gets faded, and then sells off the rest of the night, more or less. All right, current high is in at 850. No minis, micros only. Okay. Good idea. Yo, good. What's good, Roa? Appreciate the follow on YouTube. Micros only, but a lot of them. Buyers still in control in the short term. I mean, control in the 5 minute still looks pretty good. We're approaching like top of the range here on a 5 minute. We have some levels here at 880s, 890s that we continued to reject from pretty much all of overnight and even New York session. We kept rejecting from this level, so there may be a bit of a reaction there. Also could set up as a breakout level if we can get through 870s. Seem to be holding these 30s okay for now. It still looks like we can go higher. I'm not gonna lie. 850s. Yeah, we had a lot of trading up at those 80s as well. Like maybe we push those 70s, 80s. Got another 30, 40 points of upside here potentially. All right, I try to get long at the breakout level. I want to see continuation through 50s. See if we can catch this move into the 80s. I'll manually stop it if I don't love the price action up here. All right, current high is 57. Fell in the 50s. We'll see. One more test. Got to get through 57 right here. All right, we just fell like 3 times. I'm not loving it. We'll see if my read's right. I didn't like it. We kept rejecting. I mean, it's holding well, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Down 1,000 on this account. I feel like I can't time the breakouts today. We'll see how juicy that breakout would have been anyways. So, I mean, if you're in the long, pretty much we have 30 points to the upside that we should be able to get through pretty effortlessly if we can break out here. What was that? It's trying to position for a breakout trade. It just didn't happen. Oh, here's this guy. Goodness. All right, gonna try this again. Try to build the position around the 40s. This pullback's just a little bit too much right here. I'm looking for 30s to hold. We keep testing 30s, but I'm just not. We're just not getting really bought back up. This just looks weak now. Like a retest of 30s is okay, but we're not getting bought back up. Kind of punishing though. It's kind of punishing though. That pushed 850, then we rotate back down to 800. This pushed to 860, then we rotate back down to 820. Like they're punishing pullback. They're pretty steep. 40, 50 point pullbacks, and the breakout to the upside is just not as rewarding at the moment. It's like 10, 15 points at a time. All right, this thing's getting smashed. This was a lot like the past 3 nights where we get initially some buying out of the open, and then we kind of just fell to hold it, and then we'll sell off. I don't like it. I don't like it. What's good, George? How we doing, bro? Don't like it. Yeah, it's not looking as strong up here now. 5 minutes starting to break down. Do you still want to buy? It's tricky. I would prefer to buy. We're above this. We're above the VWAP on the session. Buyers are in control on the session. The price action I'm reading is it's looking more like sellers are stronger at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised to see us break under 800s here with how weak this is looking. I would like to make an effort to try to only position myself on the right side of the VWAP most of the time. Yeah, this is just not looking good. Oh, dude, this is a tricky one. I'm not gonna lie, it's so tricky. Right off 808, no time to react. 40-point candle. Oh god, this is a tricky market. Is this the same room? It is. I just messed with the background and stuff. I don't know. Feels too choppy now. I don't know. Shit. We don't have the answers. Or maybe I even start to like it even more now that we've established that 800s wants to hold by the pullback. Still think we have plenty of room up into the higher 800s, like 880. Okay, I'll take one at 32. We'll try to build a little bit at 32. Just trying to get kind of built into a position to see if we even want to break higher. And we're just failing to hold all of it. I feel like we're just going to lose it again. And it's gone. 20s. 20s. Yeah, this is looking deep. 21. Can't hold 21. I don't know. Maybe I'm overanalyzing. Let's see. Gotta get above 38. 38. Love to see you break above 38. All right, try to add some more at 35. There's 40. All right. All right. We would look to target these 860s here. If we can get to 860s, then maybe a breakout. We can clear 860s. We have room to 880. That was a range high from the New York session. We tested that level multiple times. This is really where I should be adding, but I'm a little gun shy right now at the moment. This is a nice move. I felt like this might happen. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, added 5 more on the break back into the 50s. Thing is, here we got to go now. Once I start getting more heavier into this position, I'm almost trying to time it a little bit, because now I'm kind of like now I'm at 37. I was at like 33. Now I kind of have to have it go, otherwise, you know what I mean? It's a little bit of a timing factor, but you want to be adding into the strength generally. Now make it easy for me. Get through 860s and we'll call it even. We hesitate too much, I just have to get out, unfortunately. Be a failed breakout at that point. Don't love the 40 retest. Struggling a little too much here. I don't know. Maybe I sized in a little too early. Maybe I want to see this last higher low get put in, hold 40s, come up, test again. Maybe I should be adding on this. Maybe I mistimed that. I think I did. We'll find out. I hate letting go of a fucking heavy position like that. I think I did. I think I probably should have waited. The issue is I don't know. Oh, it's a game of like minor errors. I don't know, man. Whenever I put on that much size, though, there really is no room for a fuck up, and I don't know. I don't know, man. I seem to be doing a lot of shit wrong. Just little things in my trading recently I've noticed. I feel like last night on stream I did something similar where I got in too much size, couldn't afford the pullback. I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to impose my will on the market too much, because I mean this is playing out beautifully, and it's annoying. I don't know. It's annoying. That would have been a huge trade. That's my fault, though. Fuck that up again. That was totally my fault. Totally self-inflicted. Sized in too early, too heavy. Couldn't afford the pullback, and I'm out. That's my thing, guys. The main thing I struggle with, we all struggle with different stuff as traders, is oversizing. My main thing, because it leads to it bleeds into so many other things in your trading, man. I've done it, twice on stream, in this stream alone, where the read on the market's perfect, and then I'm self-inflicting wounds because I want to be in too heavy. I don't know why I do it, but I just do it. It's super frustrating. All right. Well, I feel like kind of feel like I'm just kind of doomed on the session here. I'm down what, $1,800 on this. This is just an eval. Luckily, doesn't really make. It's not really a great excuse, but I mean, I guess I would prefer it on an eval than a funded. I don't know. I feel like I've read the market correctly twice, and if I would have just gave the trade room, it would have worked out well. Now I feel like I'm doomed to lose on the next trade. So this has just gone to poop. Switch markets, that's a good read. That's what I'm saying. I feel like if it is just a game of probabilities, you're going to eventually lose. I feel like even though I technically lost on those two, I'm definitely going to take a lose. Like directionally, I'll be wrong about the next one. How's the bot? I have not had a chance to work on the bot, to be honest. I really have not had a chance to work on the bot. NQ moving higher now. Into that level I talked about. I don't know, dude. Sometimes even I feel like I need somebody next to me just telling me like, "Hey, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you going so heavy? Don't go heavy until we actually break out, or on the cusp of breaking out. That's the intention, is for me to get heavy on the cusp of the breakout." Any trades? I have. I've taken 2 trades, both losers. Was right about direction, was wrong about execution and management, which is a shame because that really should be almost. I think there's a lot of good you can do managing your trades in certain situations, like scaling in, and there's a lot of creative things you can do to help your profitability when you're managing a trade itself, but there's also a lot of harm you can do. Taught you how to add to winners. Yeah. Right idea about how to add to winners, just don't do it that way. Don't do it the way I did it. 45 minis, that was huge, I know. It would have been, I mean, if I won this trade, it would have been several thousand, which is nice. If, though, that's if. Been a day, half tilt after losing 5 accounts. Dude, today was fucking tricky, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this week has been tricky. I feel that. I feel that. This feels tilt inducing. That sell off we had last night felt tilt inducing. I mean, this thing just ripping lower all night. No dip buy opportunities. Any dip buyers here just got smoked. Didn't even give you a chance to get out on a dip. Just kept ripping lower. Is the market bearish again? First trade was, I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy. I feel like I'm constantly struggling with stuff like that. If I could just stop doing that so much, I would be such a better trader. How could y'all help me with that? How could y'all help me with, if we know that's my main problem is sizing in too aggressively before, how could y'all help me with that from through the stream? Write down the rules and have chat hold you accountable. Yeah. Passed a bunch, but shit, yeah. Start lighter, add when you trade. Yeah, man, it's. Yeah, I need to make my scaling plan a little bit better. Kind of like, yeah, have to try scaling in when we're just in the muck of it all, and it sometimes is a little ugly. Got to build space before adding in. That's true too. That's true. It's a powerful thing, man. Scaling into trades is such a powerful thing. But yeah, you got to do it right, otherwise you're going to be shooting yourself in the foot. Because I feel like once you learn how powerful it is to like pretty much multiply your winners, you just have to be, think about it, you just have to be right about the direction of the market, get a nice clean move from point A to point B, and you can multiply that winner, 3, 4, 5 times if you scale into it the right way. But if you don't scale into it the right way, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're going to get a lot of break-even stop-outs. You can take some unnecessary losses. So it is, you know what? It kind of fits that definition. With great power comes great responsibility. Like you literally can't just do it. You have to have a great plan to do it. Otherwise, it's going to do more harm than good. And I'm trying to force it when I'm trying to scale into these before it's ready. And so, yeah. There's different ways of scaling. I mean, the way I'm trying to scale into that, I agree. The main thing is if you get into the position, the market needs to kind of create some distance from your entry and price. That makes it easier because you know you're going to be averaging in closer to the current traded price. So then if you are averaging in, I like to be break even on those because I don't want to add risk to a trade. So it's tricky. I mean, the main thing is building a starter position is good. I don't know. I can't even preach about it because I'm not doing it the right way. But yeah, the main thing is getting a starter position, then letting price create some distance, and then from there you can start managing it better. If it's all too close and too gathered, like I'm here and I'm trying to add, any pullback here pretty much kills the trade. That's doing it just too aggressive. Shooting yourself in the foot when you do that. I do that. Break-even stop always screws me. Yeah, break-even stops are tricky. I like doing it if I'm going to add in, but yeah, you're going to get stopped out more often for sure. New highs. I see 29,900. Just keep it simple. I saw this comment. Yep, just keep it simple. Asanka said, it's crazy to think about if you do just keep it simple, get in with the direction. We were long right here, guys. We were long right here, but since I want to be trying to impose my will on the market, stop out at a loss, break even, stop at a loss, but trading it the right way, but saying you're going to do this at this moment, and you're not going to stop me out. I'm going break even. I'm going to add to it. I'm going to do all these things, trying to mold the market into my little, perfect little trade idea instead of just getting in with a wide stop with maybe probably smaller size and letting it just go. That would have been the right way to do it, but I wanted to be a little idiot. So yeah, that's 100% correct. Keeping it simple is the best way to do it. Let me be the example here, because we've only traded long since right here, and I'm down $2,000 on the session. Just like yesterday. I think yesterday we were only short, and we sold off 1,000 points from that level all night, and somehow I still was down $2,000, even though I only traded it in the direction it was going. But because I'm too heavy and my stops are too tight, it's just, you would think I would learn. You would think I would learn, chat. No, I will learn, but yeah, let it be a testament. You can have the right read, but if you're, I don't know, I feel like an idiot trying to preach it to you because I'm literally doing it. That's trading though, isn't it? That's trading though. You know what you're doing wrong, you still do it. What do you think gold's about to do? Let's look. I'm seeing gold kind of failing to find support off of this initial move higher. It's melted down below VWAP. It just seems a little weaker. It seems a little weaker. I don't know. I could see both. It's tricky for me to say. I feel like I see this price action in all the years that I've been watching markets. When you see like a strong initial move higher, and then it's just like a slow, consistent sell down, and like just support is unable to be created. Sometimes you'll see it just slide a little bit more aggressively, break that low. I would think gold could probably continue going short. You look at it at the higher time frame, I think it supports that idea. Um, Pretty much this entire trend to the upside on the hourly that was developing has failed at this point. Buyers were unable to support that trend. So I think gold is looking short. It's certainly not finding strength within Q right here. So yeah, I think gold probably stays short. NQ probably stays long, at least until we take out these highs. But I would say the higher we go, the riskier it becomes to try to buy it. We're seeing a lot of rotation on the 5-minute between 860 and 890. We have like a 40-point. Somebody in the chat said ping pong, zigzag, 40-point zigzag right now. Appreciate that, Jamal. Appreciate that. I think I might bring back the New York session streams here on YouTube as well. I feel like I want to say I do my best trading whenever I'm live, but it hasn't been the case the past 2 nights. But even still, I feel like we've been right about the direction, or I've been right about the direction. But it's things that are very easily fixable. Just use less size. Stop trying to scale in too early. Stop going so heavy. Give things room to work. So, yeah. Apart from that, though, I think I do pretty well trading live. Or at least I follow my rules better when I'm live. That's for sure. Feels like trading with a friend. I appreciate that, man. That's the goal. That's the goal. Can you scale in with drawdown? I don't. I don't know exactly understand that question, or maybe I just need a little bit more details. Can you scale in with drawdown? I mean, yeah, I don't understand the question, to be honest. I'm sure I do, but just reword it and I probably get it. First trade, for example, okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm understanding it. No, you're talking about like just kind of, yeah, DCAing, like kind of building, scaling into a position. Yeah, just scaling into a position doesn't mean that you have to be green on it to be scaling in, but it kind of supports the idea that what you're doing is, I don't know. I think it's interpreted that like scaling in means you're already in a winning position, so I'm scaling into it. I would call that more or less, if you're in drawdown, but you're trying to kind of, I would call that more building a position, because you're building a position and um, with the hopes of eventually going green on it. So, but you like the level you're getting in, so you're like building a position. I would call it building a position, but it is technically scaling into. You can do that, but you got to be careful with the stops. I really like to be trying to scale in whenever I'm already in a position where I'm green. It makes me feel a lot more confident. Makes me feel a lot more confident. All right. So all dips have pretty much been getting bought since about 7 p.m. or 6, actually since like 6 p.m. Um, is this the case here again on NQ? Yes, sir, it is. 870's getting ripped on. 870's, 857 to 878. I could see a lot of things, man. I could see the daily continuing lower. That was a really aggressive selling count on the daily. That was like, what, 1,000 points today we lost? Over 1,000 points on the daily. Really, really, really aggressive selling day. Do we get immediate continuation off of that selling? What do y'all think of the lighting of the new setup? Is it better or worse than what we had before? Break even sucks. Appreciate that, George. Do you scale based on what you're going to exit the trade with or price level? I'm not understanding that question either. I think I'm reading too far into it. Do you scale based on what you're going to exit the trade with or price level? It's not too I don't know, man. It's not too I don't really look at the end like that. I'm trying to make this make sense. The scaling in, like, I don't, the exit plan with the scaling in is, I'm usually, if I'm going to be scaling in, then I have a certain level of confidence or conviction that we're about to move from here to here, and we're going to go this direction, soon, hopefully sooner than later, and I want to be trying to add in for that move. And then once we get that move, I'm covering most of the size that I put on. Hopefully that one answers it. It's nothing like, it's nothing too, I'm trying to say, I don't know. It's usually around breakout levels that I'm just trying to add in for that move, whatever the move might be, whether it's a reaction off of a level or a breakthrough a level, whatever that case is, and then, or where I'm expecting some momentum usually, and then I'll just be trying to cover it all on the move there. But the main thing is kind of, it's so powerful what you can do when you can build a position. I need to be doing a better job at it, because I think if you really put the effort into doing a better job at this and being super precise with it, building a starter position, whatever the case is, I believe that the market's going to move this direction. If you can get a really good starter position, you can do a lot with it as far as the scaling in and the managing of it. There's a lot you can do with it to multiply your winners. But the main thing is, I think, getting that starter position built well. Like, looking back at the start of the stream, you guys saw that. It stopped out pretty much at the tick. 36 was the low of this candle. My stop was 36. Like, if we can be building a starter position in here, I don't need to be as heavy, probably a couple micros, and then adding in here, and then taking it off here, and then adding back in. But it's all off the basis of where the starter position was, right? Like, keeping that as the anchor. Hold on, my dog's going crazy. I'll be right back. Yes, sir. All right, we're back. There's just a lot you can do. Building the starter position is important, though. All right, we're going to pull back on NQ. Session and over. Session and over. Let's see. Only said, it's wild Every entry triggers the opposite of my position. I'm telling you, it's one of those. It's one of those weeks. All right. What do y'all think? I mean, I really can see the argument for the short on like a much higher time frame, like the hourly. But currently, buyers are in control. We're above the VWAP. Touch the VWAP. VWAP pullback would be cool. I wouldn't mind that. Think there'd be a pretty good chance for a bounce off the VWAP if we can get there. It's 100. It'd be 140 points from the recent structure to the upside. So we would have more than enough range to kind of look for a bounce higher off of the VWAP. Yeah, I think the VWAP has kind of developed nicely so far in the session to look for a VWAP rejection setup. So maybe we look for that. Maybe we look for that. VWAP will be around 760. We break this structure to the downside, assuming buyers maintain control of price on the session. We would like to see VWAP act as a level of support and look for the initial reaction or buy off the VWAP. We'll see if that sets up. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. Passed a rapid on my Infinite Futures. Wish me luck. Good luck, soldier. It ain't gonna be easy. I hate trailing draw. I love and hate trailing drawdown. I love the benefits of it, but man, it's tough. It's stressful too. Too stressful. All right, little bounce here. This is like a triple bottom with Feld buying above the 850s. I don't hate the short. I really don't hate the short. Maybe we can short it into the VWAP. Try to build position here, maybe. Okay, let's try that idea with a starter position with much smaller size. Possibly. Careful. What you drinking? Just an Alani. Just an Alani. All right, I'm short here at 848. Looking for a retracement back into the VWAP. Maybe, or at least a break of this structure. Short-term break of 813. It's a great initial reaction. A great initial reaction. Okay, if we can break structure to the downside under 810, I'll add into the position. I'll also go break even with the stop loss. All right, now we're in 10 on a breakdown trade. Looking for continuation under 810. Don't do it, don't do it. No. See, this is a weird spot where I prefer my stop to be above this pivot, but because we scaled into it, I really like to be break even here. But it's not, it wouldn't totally invalidate the trade if I did get stopped out. As long as we hold this pivot, I think it's okay. But also, if we do start to see too much buying here, then it kind of supports the idea that maybe the range holds, and I wouldn't love that either. Yeah. Had a couple chances to get under 810 right there, failed to do so. See if we can give it another shot. All right. I'm going to assume this holds the range right here, to be honest with you. I'm going to assume this holds the range right here. Or probably just takes me out by one tick, just like every other trade I've taken this week, and flushes. That's probably the more likely scenario. This market just won't let you go break even, man. It just will not let you go break even. Yeah, it's just incredible. The timing, everything is insane. Everything's insane. I don't know. I'm trying not to sit here and kick my own ass about it, but like, I feel like it's not entirely my fault. I feel like I'm kind of getting hoed just a little bit with some of the unfortunes that are falling upon me. I don't know. Like, I'm trying not to blame everything on myself. I don't think that's super healthy. But at the same time, I mean, this market's literally stopping me out by ticks, by freaking ticks before it makes the move. It's kind of insane. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, man. I don't know. Nice catch on gold. What gold do? Did gold sell off? It did. Oh my god, that thing got smoked. I did say that too. I'm telling you, man, I got to figure it out. I don't feel like it's entirely my fault. Some of this shit that I'm seeing here is crazy. Just a little unlucky is all, I guess. Chalk it up. Chalk it up to a little bit of unluckiness. Just not a break-even market. Yeah, there might just be. That's a good point. It's actually a real thing. I mean, there might just be like too much rotation to be break even. What I mean by that is like when we do break these minor levels of structure, there's just no clean move through it. It'll kind of break and then wick and then pop up, wick down. It's really rotational and not as directional. That is a good point. I really wish there was an indicator that would tell you that. I feel like it's not talked about enough. Like the actual rotation of the market, like how much, like you could see a 5 minute candle move like 50 points, but maybe it's just like super slow, grindy price action. But like how much rotation, what I mean by that is like how much retracement or like how much rotation truly is happening in between or within that 5 minute candle or a measurement of something similar to that. That would be a helpful indicator to have, I think. Like how clean is price moving 50 points directionally versus like rotationally? Does that make sense? Exactly how to describe it, but that would be actually very helpful because that would kind of tell you like if break evens are going to be practical or not. Parabolic index? Let's go. What's good, Mr. Brown? Wow. The reverse button on Top Step. God, I've thought about it, man. I've thought about it. Could you imagine it? I mean, you could kill it. Short here, buy here, short here, buy here, short here, buy here, short here. What do you think, George? Do we like the VWAP bounce? I don't know. I fear the market might be a little too heavy for it. But one VWAP bounce is as good as another. Not necessarily. The market feels a little heavy. I don't know if I love it, but I think you got to try it. Got to trust in it. I think what I don't like is how much acceptance we saw like near the session lows, and then the fact that this is failing to break above the high of the range. I fear that the VWAP's going to kind of get trampled here in this situation, but a VWAP bounce is what I preach. I don't love the context for this VWAP bounce as much. I still think we probably see a reaction at it. I just don't know how much I love it. If we push under the VWAP, I think we might see it's pretty heavy. It feels heavy, feels weak. I don't love the context of where we closed at the New York session. Saw a lot of acceptance near low of day. Didn't really see any strong bounce or reversal opportunity all through the New York session. Even here in the overnight session, this buying attempt is kind of getting faded. I think a VWAP bounce is still a good trade setup. I just don't love the context. This is what we talk about, context. A great example. This is, the aftermath of a 1,000-point sell-off in the NQ, right? This is the following session, the overnight session, and we're still seeing buyers get rejected. I don't love it as much, but it should still work at least for a bounce. It should still work at least for a bounce. Or maybe it doesn't even come down and test it. Maybe it holds above. It might not even come test. It might hold. It might just hold it. 5 minute. Gold right back up. Are you kidding? You're not kidding. Holy crap. Wow. Pretty nice move on gold. Pretty nice move on gold. I wonder if I mean, it's a really strong move off the lows. I wonder if we can get back above VWAP here. That'd be back above 112. Oh, you can't trade. Why do some of these firms still not allow you to trade gold? Stupid. Stupid. Scheming for a bounce here on NQ. If we can get down to the VWAP, we'll take the VWAP bounce. We'll take it. We'll take it. Yo, give me a sec. Give me a sec. All right, let's see it. Let's see if we can get. Let's see if we can catch it. I'll take a VWAP bounce every day of the week. I don't know if this market's. I don't know if the sellers are too strong. Is the only worry. Because they have been dominating. What do you think, Chad? Do we short into it? Let's try to get crazy. Let's try to get crazy. Let's short into the VWAP and then take the VWAP bounce. Let's short into the VWAP and then we'll take the VWAP bounce. It doesn't have to be exact is the issue with VWAP. We could bounce in the area. You're killing me. I should have just done it at 70, bit the bullet. Look at that. Greed killed the bear. It did technically bounce off the VWAP. It didn't get my order, but it did technically bounce. This fucking market, bro. I can't focus because my damn dog is lighting the neighbors up here. Well, we didn't pick up my order, but I have to respect like the initial reaction off VWAP is we're getting bought. I don't know. It was hard to focus right there. My dog is going fucking nuts outside. I take an L. I take an L right there. I don't know, dude. I was actually having trouble focusing. That was bad. I didn't get filled where I wanted to. I was like, maybe we come back to. I don't know. VWAP. It's like I don't know how I'm messing up these trades. They're simple, yet I'm still somehow fucking them up. It's actually insane. I don't know, man. That's on me. I should have gotten out. I'm actually having trouble focusing right now, to be fair. Alyssa's texting me. The dog's barking. Anyways, yeah. No, I think the idea of that trade makes a lot of sense. I don't know. I kind of wanted to clip as well. I don't know. I did kind of want to clip. I kind of wanted a clip of that trade working to perfection without me messing with it too much. It would have been a good clip. No, that's it is what it is. Nice move. A little paper cut. VWAP bounce. I kind of wanted to clip. I'm not gonna lie. I did kind of want to clip. Would have been a good clip. Right off the VWAP fucking perfectly, dude. It's crazy how accurate it is. Perfectly. I should have just kept it at 60. I think I had an order in at 60, but I'm gonna blame the dog. I'm gonna blame the dog on that one. It did. It touched VWAP beautifully. Right off the VWAP. 59. It didn't quite touch it, but like a tick or two, 3 ticks. Gold going. Yeah, gold higher. Crude is even higher. Don't blame your dog. Dude. I couldn't focus. You don't understand, man. I'm telling you. How many of y'all have a fiance texting you every 2 minutes? It's not easy to stay focused. Look at George killing it, bro. Nice, dude. Nice. I don't know how I managed to mess up that plan. That was a foolproof plan right there, just buying it off the VWAP. Bro, blaming everyone but himself. It's true, bro. You don't understand. Trying to trade when your focus is in another place is not easy. Yo, what's good, gambler? Welcome back, bro. Like I'm still getting texts. You don't even believe it, bro. My fault. That is my fault, though. Still got to be locked in. All right, let's see. Do you hear my desk vibrating? Now, is this just an initial bounce off VWAP, or are we actually going to be able to sustain buying above the VWAP, or are we just going to see that initial bounce, fell again, and break back under it? That becomes the question now. So that's how the interpreting price action should kind of be, with the objective of trying to understand what's going to happen. Are we going to be able to sustain above the VWAP, or are buyers going to fell again and we break back beneath the VWAP and sellers take control of price? That becomes the question. And you also have to ask yourself, like, do we believe that this is our session high, at least for the near term, 893? We're gonna be able to hold under 893 for the next hour or two or three, maybe. Hourly's kind of leaving that wick. We still holding above the VWAP. If we want to flip, we flip above 848, and then we can start looking at maybe pushing above 890s. It's going to do all that in the weirdest possible way. That's true. That is true. Good point. Well, if you're a believer that we're not going to be able to sustain above VWAP, then this is the short opportunity, looking for like a lower high to form around the 830s, 840s possibly. D5, good point, good point, good point, good point, good point. Kind of fading the indicator. Indicator telling me to buy this shit. Indicator telling me to buy this shit. I don't know. I feel like this is a common pattern is going to break because we have been seeing NQ initially find some buying and then it just sells. It's done that like the previous 2 or 3 Asia sessions. Let's take a look. Right, that was last week. So where are we at? What are we doing? This is Friday. So what is today? Tuesday, Wednesday? All right, this was Monday. Okay, this is our reopen on Sunday right here. Okay, maybe apart from Sunday. I feel like since Monday we've pretty much been selling off after the initial move up. What is today? Oh, today's Tuesday. I'm tweaking. Thought it was Wednesday for some reason. You'd rather day trade, start and grow business? Yeah, why not both? Why not to both? All right, we're gonna trust the indicator a little bit here. I'm gonna try to start getting into a long. We'll see, because I like the hourly about to flip too. We've got like 25 minutes on that. If the hourly can flip, start to feel pretty confident about a move back to the 890s. And then maybe a move into the mid 900s somewhere in here. That would be a good target to the upside. Let's see what we can do. And if we can start to hold this hourly low, we're going to start to... This NQ's going to look like it's in some pretty big trouble. I immediately don't love the reaction I'm seeing here. Let's hold 810s. Can we flip this hourly in the next like 20 minutes? 20 points, 20 minutes. It's looking okay. It's looking okay. Or we just could completely go sideways. I could see that on the 5 minute as well. We had a lot of consolidation within this level, so we could just chop to shit. That could also happen. I don't know why I didn't acknowledge that idea. Chop into shit. Don't forget about the chop into shit option. My mind is just telling me no. I feel like the short term we really could see the move, above this structure, get through the 900s, maybe retest 30,000. If we want to reject again, going to the New York AM and find continuation lower, that would make a lot of sense. But I do think we probably respect the structure here on the hourly. It's really about how urgent the selling is. hold the 8-10s. Things are moving much slower now, aren't they? Much slower. Oh my God, squeeze. Squeeze! Motherfucker, squeeze, motherfucker, squeeze. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're talking about the hourly candle flipping. We got 18 minutes to do it. If we could flip, we flip at 48. We flip it at 48, or 47 more or less, 47. Initial pop looked good, kind of selling a little bit. Feel like trying to add more on the pullback. I might stop way down here, but realistically, I probably just manually stop it out if we can't hold this push. Gotta hold this push. 44 smacks down. 24. Hold it, baby. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Let's go. Man. Come on, NQ. Don't get my hopes up like that, man. This feels like another decent opportunity to add. I just don't want to get too heavy and then have it not go anywhere. This hourly might not want to flip. All right, I added 5 at 39. I added 5 at 39. See if that was a mistake. Don't flip on me. NQ, you're killing me. Absolutely killing me. Killing me, killing me, killing me. Killing me, killing me, killing me. It's one of them nights for me, man. Call it raps. Call it raps, bro. GG. GG. Nothing to say. I feel like you have to wait for like fucking hourly candles to close in this market. You're just not going to get any move 15 minutes before candle reopens. It's just tough. Smacked on that one. Out of nowhere. TKO. RKO out of nowhere. Why, brother? Why? Didn't you exit yourself? Yeah, I got smoked. I don't have much drawdown left, the truth. I pretty much just getting smoked this entire session. I only have just a little bit of drawdown. Pretty much smoked. The trick, I mean, the thing is, I really like the setup on the hourly and the 5 minute to get into the 900s, but damn it, it is so heavy on the daily. That's really the issue. Like, this daily candle is peanuts compared to the selling we saw last night and this morning. I just don't know if we have enough strength to make the move I think we probably do make, but it's getting smoked. Lucid took you live for the second time. Nice, bro. That's an accomplishment. That's a big accomplishment. Well, this eval is about smoked. I'm not going to be too gun shy right now. It's about smoked. Only way to really save this is if we can get a push high. Given I don't get stopped out right here and lose it, is if we can get a push high of like $150 a drawdown. I might just get smoked. If we get a push higher, if I can catch the momentum and then scale into a shit ton, I can maybe save this. But we'll have to see. We would need to fly a little bit. Never let a green trade go red. That's a good advice. Not GG. Might be smoked, chat. I guess it's good I'm getting the losing trades out of the way before I trade the fundeds tonight. Damn it. Hopefully that's the case. She gone. This is one of those weird situations for me where I really like the short-term play into the 900s, but it's just so overwhelmingly, there's just so much selling strength on a higher time frame that it's like contradicting, heavy contradicting. But even a push into the 900s wouldn't mean that sellers are getting shat on. It would just just a natural retracement. But I really like the play into the 900s, but the hourly and the daily look like hell. So it's a tricky one. It's tricky, you know. It's contradicting is what it is. See if we can catch this move into the 40s. You trade microplat, bro? What? Are you letting so many trades go red? I don't really think I'm letting trades. I probably have. I don't usually do that, so I'm trying to defend myself a little bit. I probably have a little bit more in this session. But as far as like right here, like we're really just trying to let a trade develop. Nothing's really happening, so you know. But yeah, I typically don't do that, but we're really trying to let a setup develop a little bit. I'm trying to see if we can get a move to the upside. This eval's just about cooked. The only real way I come out of this on top is if I can catch this move through the 50s here in a second with some decent size. But other than that, I'm kind of accepting defeat on it a little bit. It only has $200 of drawdown. Not a good spot. All right, I'm out of it. Pretty sure. Once we hold 817, I'm out of it, I think. I think if we break under 18s, I'm done right here. Trying to save it. Nah, smoked. There's your flip. All right, that eval smoked. Garbage. Throw an anchored VWAP. I will experiment with that. And just I feel like every single trade I've taken this session of getting stopped out and then it moves. If we break through 840s here, I'll go ballistic. I mean, the timing is another level tonight. Everything I'm doing is just it's smoking me and then it's going the way I planned. It's crazy. It's tough. Now that one, I really couldn't have done much about. I just didn't have a lot of drawdown at that point. I just didn't have a lot of drawdown at that point. Size down. Yeah, like, yeah, $200 a drawdown. I could have sized down in the prior trades for sure. But yeah, sure enough, we're probably going to break through 40 here. I will say this is almost historic as far as like the streams that I've done. Oh shit, they signed me out, chat. As far as the streams that I have done and like the live trading I've done, and I'm not blaming the market. It is what it is, right? It's probably more my fault than the market's fault. So I'll take the responsibility, but I will say this does probably top the list of streams that I've done where I've literally been so right about the setup, but a little bit of probably mismanagement of the trade, oversizing, coming out, stopping me by just a tick, and then making the move. I will say that has been a little unfortunate tonight. As far as that goes, is it my fault? Yes. But as far as like head fakes go and kind of shittery, I will put this session on the top of it. Things are much better when you size down. I agree completely. We should have came into the session sizing down and given things more room. Everything flows better when you size down. I agree. I do agree. Chop City, 100%. Yeah, we're in like a really, really rotational 50-point range right here. Super, super gross. 1 minute rounded bottom, good call. Yeah, this looks maybe we get through those 40s here. Do we sign into the funded account, chat, or do we take a breather? Probably take a breather. Probably take a breather. I don't hate the idea of like starting out the session with like a little bit of practice, whether it's a practice account or an eval account. See if you have a good read on it. Obviously, I don't have a good read on it. There's adjustments I need to be making. So maybe you do that and then you figure out, okay, am I ready to trade a funded account? Maybe if I make these adjustments, I'm ready. But like let your fuck ups happen on the eval, I guess. It's not a bad way to go about it. Thing is, you're right on the trades. Put the focus there. That means it's maybe another variable. Yeah, no, you're 100% right. That's what I was saying. It is the sizing. It's the sizing and then playing the stops way too tight, not letting the market, not really just trying to force my will on the market too much. Having said that, that last one kind of had to be that way. It was a bit of a Hail Mary. I only had like $200 on the drawdown on that one. Had to be that way. But yeah, 100%. That was the issue. Just don't do it anymore. I'm telling you, you slap me and tell me that. No, you're right. 100%. Mamma mia. Well, it's screwing people both sides, I think, chat. So I mean, you've already seen me get slapped around. Are you not entertained? He said, "Get off." Yeah, I'm off. I'm off. I am off. Don't feel too bad. I don't feel too bad. It's just an eval, but yeah, the trading part, the trading was pretty shit. That was bad trading, but fixable things at least, right? I mean, we're 4 for 4 as far as like knowing the direction we're gonna move, but I'm not gonna say we're. Oh, I am 0 for 4 as far as managing it like a half decent trader. Really poorly managed. I think I'm gonna cut it. Yeah, I think it's a good breathe. I think this is a great little opportunity to step away from the market for a little bit, let the structure develop a little bit more, and maybe wait for the ranges to stop ranging, and then come back to it. I might be live tomorrow for a New York session. I haven't decided. I probably will be. Any tips for dealing with the trailing drawdown? Yeah, man. Try your best when you're interpreting price action to avoid trading what looks to be a range or what has the potential to become a range. When I say that, I mean markets that have already had pretty extended moves have the potential to start to kind of develop ranges as they take a breather and reset. So, if you already see a range, try your best not to trade it. That's going to hurt your trailing drawdown, that intraday drawdown, because you're going to be going into profit. It's going to retrace and come back into your drawdown, and it's going to be eating at that drawdown. It's not a good way to go. So interpreting, trying to read, oh no, my fucking camera. Yeah, trying to stay out of ranges when you already see them and they're obvious, and then try to make an effort to say, okay, this now has the potential to range. Let me not trade it then. On top of that, using limit orders to get out of your trades, so you're getting out at the best possible price. If say you're in a long position, price is moving up, have a limit order sitting in there somewhere you kind of want to get out. Also be scalpy. Try not to let trades run too much. See profit, take profit. Have limit orders so that way when price comes up, it doesn't kind of wick. Because NQ has a tendency to do that. It'll come up a wick, and then it'll come back down 20 points before you can even react. That's 20 points of drawdown that you've lost. So have limit orders to get out of your trades. See profit, take profit. Those are the three main things, man. Yeah, take it easy, George. Yep, we're out of here too, chat. You're trading one of the most untradeable times of the day. Ferret, I actually traditionally do pretty well in the Asia session, man, to be honest. Maybe not the case so much tonight, but I do actually do pretty well in the Asia session. Every time I tune in, it's a loss. Like, I don't understand if you have past accounts, if I never see a win. You gotta go look more, I guess, bro. You gotta go look more, I guess. I don't know. Keep looking, I guess. If it isn't your cup of tea, go find another stream. There's a lot of streamers out there that make a lot of money. So go find somebody else if that's the case. That'll serve you more purpose, right? Go find if you're looking to find a streamer who wins, go find one. There's a couple out there. That'll serve you more purpose than sitting in my stream and complaining about it. All right, chat, I'm off. I'm gonna be back tomorrow, New York session. I'll be live. I think we're gonna bring those back, and that'll be a fun time. So I will see y'all there. And then we'll have, following that, we'll have another Asia session stream. So any of the night owls that want to come in there, come hang out. And I will see y'all in the next one, guys. God bless.